Okay, so I have my line for EU. Okay, so this chart is blank. The only thing I have is a horizontal line that's indicating the start of the week. So I am gonna cut it right there. Why did it cut way over here? Try that again. Cut right there. Okay, that doesn't work so good. Now does it? Ah, it does work fine. Okay. So anyways, I'm going to start by just marking out zones. So you look at the structure right now. It's clear that, I mean, at least for now, we're going down.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the first thing to know. Second thing is we do have some zones to mark out lower, but I'm pretty sure we don't get there. But anyways, I'm going to mark them. Nothing else on the daily. What do we have up here? So we have inside bar here. Okay, so I guess that's mainly what we have on daily. Let's go to the 4 hour. So 4 hour. Let me just check the left first. So on the left side, we have this demand here. We have this one's mitigated. This one, not really. Not common. And this one as well. Let's just mark it. It's already been mitigated here. Leave it there. Okay, so this one's been mitigated, but this is the one that wasn't mitigated to the 50%. So we know in hindsight. But anyways, let's just mark it so we can see it play out, even though we know that it's going to play out.
Yeah, that it's better. Yeah.
This is a problem with backtesting because you already have an idea of what's going to play out, so it's not as useful. Okay, and then 4 hour zones up here. So we have this one's like indicated. We have a zone. This is marked entire zone up here. When did we end? So I'm gonna mark another one. Should have been no 7, 6, 5. What the? So fifth. So sixth. No. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, that's 7.
What are you trying to do?
Just trying to figure out where the end of the week is. Okay, anyways, I'll leave it like that. What else do we have? So 4 hour, we have, and mark this on 4 hour. Okay, now I've in here as well.
Next week I only want to buy you. It's very bullish. It's made on the confirm on high time frame for bullish.
We'll get to that in a second. I have mixed feelings. I think we may do a pullback, but I don't think it's gonna be long term. So this one really was the push down, and this one was already mitigated. Actually overshot it. Okay. So aside from that, if we look here, we also have one here. But I think all this stuff we don't get anywhere near. So we go down to 15. Shit, what's wrong with my PC? Oh, that's weird. Okay, so 15. I'm gonna mark the 15 as minute zones as well. I'm just gonna mark this entire thing. Recent date. Have end date. Maybe it should be somewhere over here. We have recent. Buy to sell. Good. And then verify to sell here. Maybe even one here. Okay, looking good. I also have demand zones. So let's start. So everything that could possibly be marked out is marked out. One thing I want to keep in mind is this area. This area is important because this was the last demand that triggered some of the actions over here. So just want to keep that area visible because we may see some reactions here because of this demand. Okay, so let's move forward. So we just started Asia. So far, nothing really starts to come down. I'm going to focus just on the 15-minute because this is how I plan to trade next week.
Yeah.
So I'll just use this. Okay, you see what happened? We have right here the creation of a chalk. The only problem is we're not in any type of zone. But we can see we do start to get some bullish momentum.
Yeah, you can draw. You can draw 50 minutes of the bullish leg and 50 minutes of imbalance. It could work like that.
This one. This imbalance zone, right?
Yeah. And the equilibrium of the leg, the up leg. Yeah. Sometimes it will shape like that. It's Monday, right? And Monday I wouldn't short because I try to sell in discount. That's my problem. Yeah, I can see.
Yeah, that's actually 50%. So that's a good point. Imbalance.
And you can use this one, right? Okay. You can see here.
Okay, so potentially this could be an area that we could work off of, but I'm not going to trade it here.
Yeah,
at least for now.
We're not trading there.
Let's just see how this plays out. So it's starting to come back down. So if we wanted to trade this, that would have been our entry.
Yeah.
But I don't like the fact that this is not in a 15-minute demand zone, so I'm going to skip it. I'm not going to use this as a entry for trade. What I'm going to watch is potential areas after to enter. So you see right here, it just broke structure.
Yeah.
So for me now, this is something that we can consider to trade. So let's see what happens. We start to, looks like we're starting to create some supply.
Yeah, I was stuck there because I didn't realize that in a discount and I try to sell based on mini chop and it's not enough.
This supply had a reaction, went off of it. It looks like it's going to go through it, but let's see. Okay, so actually here could have been our entry. Let's say that we entered there because this is the supply. Let's just put it at the top.
Yeah, that's a bit risky because it didn't broke supply yet, I think.
But I think it's better that it didn't break. Because if it broke, well, no, it would have been better if it broke. Actually, you're right. But anyways, let's just enter because this is a valid entry of a slip. Or should we set our targets? Maybe this one or this one. I like this one because of the area over here, but let's try to target the extreme.
Surely because your entry based on 50 minutes, right?
Yeah.
So the problem is if you want to go that high on 50 minutes, you really need to for structure to play out more, I think. Or else your RR will be like 2 or 3 or 4 hours. It's not enough.
But what we could do is set our first TP here.
Yeah.
And then
you
we'll
probably
leave the rest.
already know it didn't tap there. Fuck. Yeah, this week is really tough. Really tough.
So it's actually struggling right here. It's building liquidity. I believe it pushes up from here. But okay. Yeah. So that's our first sign. Because not only did it break structure, but it also
break the supply.
Break the supply, exactly. So this is a good sign. And potentially we could be creating another supply zone here. Not supply, demand zone. So let's mark that as well because that could potentially be a area to look for entries. Because normally this should hold now. We broke the high. Let's actually go.
Did you watch the last video of trade recap of Black Watch Brian?
I think I did. I think I watched almost all of them.
Yeah, that's where I fuck up about EU because I did buy that. Yeah, it had script, right? It had mitigation, it had BOS. It brought the supply, and I did buy that. And I remember you buy that too. You bought that too that day, and no, maybe not you. It's EP, and it didn't tap into the supply zone. It tapped into the equilibrium.
Yeah.
That's fuck off. Really fuck up.
Okay, so we got tapped into this one. Let's see if the demand holds. Oh!
True. That's kind of hurt. That's
Am I still in? I'm still in. Barely.
But it's lucky, but you never know.
But I don't trust this.
Yeah.
Still in. It's actually the last place. But it actually tapped into this supply, this demand. But I don't like this anyways. If it stops out, I don't think it's a big deal. It just broke the high now. Fuck. So even though I don't really like this one, we actually may survive this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else do we see? We see another supply demand zone created. But at this point, I'm not sure I want to add more longs after that last one.
Yeah, true.
But anyways, let's see. So there's nothing it's testing. It should go up. Okay, so our first TP hit.
Yeah.
That's good. So we got profits on both entries. Just want to mark this as well.
This POI means nothing. POI didn't do anything.
It didn't, but it did reject off the supply zone.
Yeah. But
So it may come back down and test it before pushing up again.
yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But let's just see.
This is right down.
Okay, so it's having a hard. It just broke through. So it just broke through the supply.
Yeah. Yeah, it's still Monday. Yeah. On Monday, I was trying to sell. I tried to sell, yeah. And I was fucked.
So we created. Sorry, we created another demand zone because this one broke the supply. So potentially, it could come back down here and do a retest. Anyways, let's just watch. So it's pushing higher now. That's a good sign. You know, we have one more zone we need to keep an eye on. It's this one. That's a buy sell zone as well.
Yeah.
But it just broke it.
The sell to buy to sell didn't do anything. So it's just a pause in the move. So you shouldn't try. You shouldn't draw any wick like that because it's been nothing. Yeah, that lower supply zone is okay. At least it's still a pause, but it could be. But that wick is mean nothing to me. The lowest supply zone is okay, I think. But two supply zones there is.
Okay, so it's actually struggling quite a bit right now.
Because this Monday I was doing exactly like this and I tried to sell and too early. And I forgot about the pure selection. I just literally choose any week in the move up to try to sell.
Technically, we start to create a chalk here. So this could be the start of a downward push.
Yeah.
See that? Anyways, let's just see how this plays out a little more. Uh-oh. Probably should more. Newly created supply zone so that we know the interaction. Can we see here? Okay, it looks like it's gonna come down. So this could be a good area for entries for shorts. Never mind, it broke through. What's it doing? It's consolidating. It looks like it's going to come down. It's created a higher high. So we have some demand that's created here now. No? Okay. It looks like it's going to create another choke. Created so this one's done. I can delete it. But it's creating. Wow, look at that push down. So this is a clear chalk now. We don't have anything here though. That's a problem.
Yeah,
Imbalance. We have our imbalance again.
Yeah, can you see my screen? Yeah. That's that's the problem with you this week because we messed up with our TP and we messed up with our entry because it's literally do nothing, right? It's a turnaround out of nowhere. And Brian Brian talked about imbalance window. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Actually, we've created even if we don't have a really strong zone to look at. I mean, we can already start to think if it does come like to this area and this supply holds, we can potentially start to look for shorts.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the safest because again, we don't have a clear zone other than imbalance. We do have our imbalance area. We'd say from here.
Imbalance is not enough because only imbalance is a very big problem. You can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me play my. Yeah. It's not just imbalance.
Wait! Don't play too far. Don't play too far.
Yeah, not there enough.
Okay. Just don't go too far because I'm still doing mine.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
But it did hit the 50% of the equilibrium.
Yeah. It's very perfectly.
It comes down and then it goes up and taps it.
It's perfectly to that. And yeah, I was in the buy. I was in the buy right about here. Yeah, we have US, right? And we have I buy here and maybe here a bit. And I expect this buy could run into here. I was like,
yeah, but now we have a truck created, so it's not really.
Yeah, but because we in the counter chain. I was in the counter chain and I expect maybe 5 or 6 is good enough, but it never come until there. That's the problem with counter chain this week because this week we can't sell until this, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the one thing. And we have to play within the structure, and we have to use demand to buy ice up here. And yeah, we have still weak low. But strong high never gets up, and all here is weak low. And that's the problem with this week, because after the big drop, it's like, yeah, after the big move up, yeah, last Friday I can't see anything here, and I missed the whole move, and I trade GU that day, and this, yeah, it clear on the PI of ours. That's very big problem with us when the big news coming, and we really get fucked because of that. Because we have strong high, but we never got there, and we have quick low, and we never know which one we hold and where it gonna come here. That's a big problem this week. Yeah, so yeah, maybe of course this is the chop, right? This is a chop, and I would talking about on that day, and we was like, yeah, we was like that. Chill. Okay.
Don't overshoot. You're overshooting me right now. I think the next bar is where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are here, right? So the problem is, yeah, we already know this is a Swift. Yeah, it is Swift, and yeah, this is chop, right?
Yeah.
This is chop. Yeah.
So we can start to look for shorts now. I mean, that's the way I see it.
Yeah, we did short that day. We did short that day. We had this win that day. Did you get this short?
I don't think I did. I didn't get into any good trades last week.
Because Lisba and I get short here. I get a bit lower than him, but we did short here. But to be honest, both he and I closed early because, yeah, it tapped into the equilibrium, but we still had the zone above here, the supply zone, and we and you can see here we have even it invalid supply zone, right? Yeah, it's still the flip, right? It's still a full reaction, and we have flip here. And to be honest, we never know the real demand zone flip is here, right? All here. You can see.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe, and it's not the 1 minute flip; it's a 50-minute flip, right? And 50-minute flip, in many cases, it can do like this. It can do like this. You can check back 50-minute flip, and it does that many times. And on the last Friday, you take me through here, and this shoot up, right? This is a 4-hour flip. Yeah, that's a big problem of high time frame flip, because high time frame flip very strong. Yeah, so yeah, we had a short here, but a bit lower after the reaction, and this out of nowhere high is very dangerous. Yeah, I remember.
Let's continue on, because I'm going to set a short on mine.
Yeah.
Because we assume that it's gonna at least come back to the open. It's gonna be quite a wide stop loss, but anyways, we're playing with a 15-minute. So let's just see how it goes. For this one, I'm gonna see. I don't know if this is the clear trend now, even though my bias is to the downside. At this point, I'm not sure if it's going to go higher or not. So I'm going to already set my take profit areas to here. and here. Okay. So let's see if we get tapped in. Okay, we got tapped in. So one thing I want to do now is, since we are like entering at this area, I want to close these longs because I don't think they're gonna go up any further at this point. I think it's gonna come back down. So these two are closed now, so we can mark those as profit.
Yeah.
We can calculate the R after. So I did reject off it. It's coming down. So it's retesting. Potentially that could be another entry, but I don't want to add another entry at the exact same spot. It just went higher. Fuck. Are we wrong?
No.
I know it's coming down.
Yeah.
Okay, it just broke structure.
Yeah, with this 50-minute entry, you can have more time for personal stuff. You don't have to.
Yeah, and our stops are a lot wider when we trade the 15 minutes. So
Yeah, you don't have to wait at the screen for the whole day. And to actually, if you do like this, you can add more pair to trade because 50-minute entry will not give you entry a lot of time.
yeah, no. But I played around with some other pairs. I don't like the way they move on the 15 minute. Like I was looking at AU, NU. I didn't like it as much. So for now, I'm just going to stick with 15 minute on EU.
And GU too. If you try 50-minute on GU, it's much better. It's much.
Maybe I'll play around with that as well. Okay, we come up. Shit. So this demand is actually quite strong. Because we rejected off of it.
Yeah, I was slow before that.
Okay. So we're creating some supply now.
I never get the ball to hold too far with this structure.
Already taken profits, so let's just leave it. 15 minutes. Potentially we can look for shorts again here if it creates. Okay, so broke structure again. So for me, let's assume it's going to go down a little further. And we can potentially look for shorts here because now this supply should hold because this supply broke.
No. You can see here the second long of you. It's that create demand zone, right? That's the whole 50 minutes range. You can draw that demand zone, and that demand zone has BOS, has SWIFT, and anything. So that demand zone can very strong. So you need to be
this one or this one.
Yeah, but you should draw it bigger, not just only one candle. You can draw with 50-minute range. Let me. Uh, you long here, right? This one. You should draw the whole range, not just one candle. Yeah, we should use the whole range and the refined one. Yeah, can you see? Yeah. Yeah, because we have strip, right? We have strip low, and we have the real BOS. Not strong, not BOS. So this demand zone is very strong. So we never know. and at least the 50 minutes is still bullish. So
yeah, technically, you're right.
if the price didn't challenge in this zone, it's still bullish in the range.
Right, it's pushing down, which is a good thing. So it's hit the. Has it hit yet?
Yeah. We go short after that demand zone break. And what time is it? What was time that is
It's New York. It's almost end of the day.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Anyways, I don't really want to pay too much attention to the end of the day for now. I just want to see how.
I really want to end a little bit, and maybe a little bit on New York because because we are United and I don't
End of the day, so it's going to be really slow.
Mm.
But right now, Asia is starting. It almost okay. So it broke the low again.
Yeah. You can see the little wick above. It's like a little chop in the range.
Yeah. So this could be dangerous for our shorts.
Yeah. Right now we shouldn't short or long anyway. It sweeps the low and it creates a chop upside. It's mixed order flow.
Yeah, you're right. So we're starting to switch. Okay. Anyways, let's cancel this one.
Yeah.
But let's leave the other one open just to see how it plays out. We've already taken profits from it anyways. Our supply is still here. It could hold. This supply, it's not fully mitigated, but let's say we have another supply that was created here.
Yeah.
Let's watch this one. We have two supply zones now. At the top, we still have our demand zones at the bottom, several of them. Can't remember where it comes down from, but I think it goes up at one point. So yeah, it's starting to become bullish. Tapped into this supply zone. Let's see if it holds or if it breaks through.
Yeah, this whole in the range is talking in the range.
But it's still pushing down.
Yeah.
Our TP to hit. So far we're still looking good. So it's reacting off this demand zone right now.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. If it can break through. It broke through.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Come on, come down. Shit. It's created a chalk.
Yeah, it's very shitty because it didn't tap into the refi one. That's the problem of this week. High time frame didn't tap into refi to the nice 15 zone, 15 minute zone. So that's why I trying to trade 1 minute time frame this week very hard, very tough.
Look at this. This one over here.
Yeah.
That wasn't fully mitigated. It was mostly mitigated. But it looks like could be reacting off this. Yeah, perfect. So it's 50% of this one. So previously it didn't tap the 50%, but this time it did.
Yeah.
So technically,
This is good for long because we didn't we tap supply zone and we have chop, we have 15-minute chop. That's a nice demand zone.
technically, yeah, we can look for longs if it comes back down.
But yeah, this long should come with confirmation at 1 or 5 minutes because I won't full limit here. Not
We're on the 15, so I mean, technically, this should be enough to give us confidence.
It's good for the stay in the trade, but it's not good for because yeah, this week you see last week I was trade very good, and this week I'm destroyed because I was not familiar with this type of structure, and and because last week the structure is much better and it's somehow
this week I think the structure was awful.
Yeah, because last week structure high time frame and low time frame it's like structure point at one direction, right? Both high time frame and low time frame. But this week high time frame and low time frame point at different directions. And I was kind of uh, um, uh, not disciplined enough at confirmation. That's why I try to to predict the reversal.
Yeah.
That's what fucked me this way. And
the problem with the reversal is if you don't have like a strong POI, then it's quite dangerous. That's why I want to focus on the 15-minute now.
We want this strong POI and we need the whole structure, the whole narrative.
Yeah.
One tiny refined POI is not enough.
I agree. Okay, anyways, I closed this trade because we created a chalk again. I assume it's going to go up now. Let's see if we can enter in trade. But keep in mind, we've also created some new demand here. So our entry could potentially be here as well.
We can do anything. If we want to get long, we still want to use the lower. Because until that point, that demand didn't break anything. Right? That
technically, no, it just created a higher high. It would need to come way up here.
Yeah, it needs to break at least the wick here, the wick on the left.
Yeah, so
the federation on the left to
just remove it for now.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get tapped into our current entry. Oh
shit! Actually, FOMC, right?
That must be.
No, not FOMC, not that day.
Did we get tapped in?
Kind of. If we have loose, have better entry, a little bit higher, yeah.
We didn't get tapped in, but I think that's fine because our entry should have been at the top of the demand zone at best. So I think it goes up from here if I remember correctly. Yeah. So this one we didn't get tapped into. Let's just mark this as we didn't get tapped into this.
Yeah, if you play a 50-minute structure, yeah, have this more tip for you. Yeah. Let's check my screen. We Where are we? Yeah, the 4, right? Okay, we still, okay, we still have this little week, right?
That one, yeah.
Yeah, this one. Okay. You can
But
see
you know,
this.
to be completely honest, there's one other thing. We wouldn't have traded this anyways because of the news. So
Yeah, but let's assume it's not the news, right? And yeah, okay. Okay, right now the news is you can trade the news because it over 2 minutes. Yeah, right. So yeah, maybe you put entry.
yeah, we could, but I wouldn't
Yeah,
for at least like an hour or so.
not taking to the new to the yeah you can because the last cell here last cell is about candle here.
Yeah, if you take the entire, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a little bit bigger, and you won this you won this inside bar, right?
Yeah, but I actually marked the demand, so the candle before
Yeah,
body of the
I could be missed. But if you're happy with 15-minute structure entry, right? Then yeah, you shouldn't use this inside bar. Yeah, maybe it gets up, but we have inducement here, right? So yeah, so no,
we didn't know, and it was so fast, anyways.
yeah, so
I mean, for me, it would have been risky because for all we know, I could have continued down.
yeah. But right now, after this break structure, after this, not here. Yeah, we did an entry. Yeah, so maybe we start to look for entry about it. Yeah, this is the easy entry, so you can easily tag in. But if you don't like this entry, it's a little bit big, and you shouldn't use this. Yeah, maybe you put 15%, right? That's the one limit. But there is one little tip if you want to get in without this because this is a little bit low, right? So you can use this you can use 70% of the move. Let's see if we get time. Yeah, it's not. So yeah, we have to accept that. But 70% could work because let's see, 70% could work. It's still have a little bit tighter stop loss, but still increase the time. That's
Yeah,
what I mean.
but I think the thing is, on the 15-minute, we're not worried so much about the tight stop losses anymore. We're just worried about more consistency and not losing.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm switching to the 15-minute, because even if I don't make as much, I can look for re-entries for higher RR,
So
and that's fine.
yeah, so if you 50 minutes and you don't need size a lot, just put the entry at the inducement. Most of the time it will get top because inducement will get clear.
Yeah.
And this inducement will align with open of the kind of.
Yeah, but again, I wouldn't have traded this anyways because of the news. It's too risky.
Sure.
Okay, anyways, let's continue because from here, what I remember is it does continue up. Let's see how it reacts at the top. Okay, it's still playing around the news. It broke this supply. So this it actually broke it here. So this one's nothing. It actually broke this as well. And we don't have anything to the left. The next supply that we have is way up here. And way up here, but I don't think it comes that high if I remember correctly.
Yeah, this is FOMC.
So what's it doing now? So it's consolidating. See if we can get a chalk. So we created a chalk actually. You look here, we have our chalk.
Yeah.
Shit. Our chalk is here. Bullish. 15-minute.
Can we go for like 20 or 15, 30 minutes? I need to go for dinner. And I will come back very soon.
Now?
Yeah. It's a little bit late and I didn't eat anything right now.
Wait, can you wait like 10 minutes? We'll try to finish because we're almost at the end of the week.
Okay.
I'll just hurry. Okay, so as of right now, what do we have? We don't have much. We have a supply zone here.
Yeah.
We have a supply zone here, and potentially we have a flip here.
Yeah.
Potentially we have a flip here, and as we're playing on the 15-minute, one thing we could do, we could just, we already have our chalk. We could just place an entry to cover both supply zones.
Yeah, true. It's much more easy.
It's not the best RR. Where do we think it's going to go? It should come down to the lows, at least.
Yeah, this low didn't have transfer good enough. It didn't have any good.
Okay, so this one, I mean, normally I would target this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, just the way that it's moving and it's already created another supply zone, I'm just scared it's gonna take off.
Yeah.
So let's see, does it take off? It's already taken off. I don't think we're gonna get in this because here it already created more
Variation.
Yeah. So I think we missed the trade. I think we missed this trade. Because if I remember correctly, this one goes really quick.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, so this one we didn't get in. Because we're almost at the end of the week. Let's just try to finish this quickly. Because I think we're already, what? 4th is Thursday night. So this is London. Okay, so, wow. I don't remember that.
JC and FP. Right? No, not FP.
Thursday.
Not yet.
Unemployment? No, it can't be because that's London.
Yeah.
That's London Open.
Not yet.
Okay, so this demand is done. This one didn't hold. This one didn't do anything. Let's see if the next one holds.
Yeah, it's hard to bet in the cell. It's a stroke.
We just created a chalk. Not a clean one, but we do have. So you can say even from here we created low bearish. I need to hurry so you can go eat. But I just want to finish before.
Yeah.
So anyways, we have some demand created. Potentially this could be an entry. We have our chalk, so normally this could be an entry. The only problem is, look at this, we don't have
Yeah. We didn't tap.
We didn't tap anything. There's nothing. Some imbalance maybe, but anyways, let's leave it. Let's see how it plays out. Target the highs. Okay, tapped in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, shit. So this one, our first one. Shit, I don't remember taking any losses when I backtested before, but anyways, so we potentially are creating more structure here. Because if I remember quickly, it eventually goes up. Okay, so now we tap into, this is the one where we start to tap into the 50%, if I remember quickly. No, we didn't tap into the 50%. It's going to come lower. This short would have been incredible if we would have caught it. Playing around. And we have some new demand created. This was supposed to be our demand zone, sorry. Wrong color. So this one didn't do anything. It had an initial reaction, but after that went right through. Supply. Do have some supply that was created. Whoops. Oh, fuck. 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 Where were we? We were like here. So we just saw what happened.
We all remember what happened.
We know what happens now. So this one taps into supply,
And
checks off the supply, comes down, and this is the one where it comes deeper, hits the 50%. Yeah, so it hit the 50% now of this strong demand zone. And what do we have? We already have nothing. Yeah.
boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Okay, so here we have chalk. Bearish chalk.
No, it's not a chop, it's a BOS. Because if we want to get involved in that trade, in that move, we need to involve at the lower. Even you use 15 minutes. Let me print. Yeah, let's see my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
This is NFP, right? It's NFP move. Okay. So that's what happened with what I missed on Monday here. I missed because what I missed is that I try to see out here. We have a direction here, and I remember there is some kind of demand zone here, and this is the fair direction. This is the supply zone. The first problem with me is okay. This supply zone had inducement, right? Okay. But the problem is not well price in this guy, heavily in this guy.
Yeah.
It's that. So could it hold? Yeah, it could hold. But if I want to use this, wait for 50 minutes short before sell. Yeah, because this demand is supply zone has not good enough element. That's what I missed. Because this is where the first chop here, and I missed that. The first chop in here. I missed this chop. Yeah. This is not the power of the market. You can see here. This is very strong up move. Fuck. Very strong up move and down and it break. So this is the first chop I missed. That's why some guy the whole Monday they went along and I went a short and I get fucked around here for a while.
Yeah.
That's what I missed. This tiny chop here on 50 minutes is very important, especially on the top week like this week. We miss we miss this one. We miss all of this because if you like this one and this is a heavily discount and we have demand zone here, right? You can easily
we could have entered there. That one would have been a good entry. So we didn't do that in this back test, but yeah, you're right. That could have been a good entry for us.
You can get the stop loss here is like for you now. Yeah. So here and in an FP here, right? In non-farm here, what you miss here? This is a very nice shot. It's very nice shot. Yeah. Yeah, this is the first chop here, but it could go lower, right? Because we have supply zone here, right? We have this impulsive, right?
Yeah, but the problem is we didn't break that high, so we didn't get an entry on the 15 minute. On the 15 minute.
Okay.
On the 5 minute, I think we got something.
Yeah.
On the 15 minute, I don't.
Yeah. Let's talk about.
You look on the 15 minute, we got it. We got a nice chop on the 15 minute.
Yeah. What did I miss here? Because I did entry here. I did entry too early without the 15-minute chop. Yeah, and I got a nice profit until here. It's okay for me. But the problem is I couldn't hold. I couldn't hold too long because of this move, and I was scared, fucking scared. I stay in here. I stay in, and the way it's moved like this, I couldn't hold. I was like I closed around here. It's too loud.
But you could have just set the break even on this one because the demand is in control still.
Yeah, but that's the problem with when I entry too early and too often because when price didn't shoot up and it just linger around and I was really scary because
but it didn't come down and break anything either.
Yeah, true. But if I wait for this shot, I could have a buy here with little risk. That's guy here playing with the market. But you remember the thing with minor structure and substructure. When I get in here, I get in too early and there's no minor structure created. Yeah, at least minor structure created here.
Let's finish up this one really quick. I'm going to just go to the 5 minute and say, okay, we did have a chop. Let's just say that we were looking at this because this is a very strong demand zone. So this is something we probably would have went down on the lower time frame. Yeah. So we created a lower low, broke the structure with a chop here. Yeah. We would have saw the demand here created, and this would have been our entry.
Entry here.
On the pullback, let's just say the open. So we take the top of it. Let's cover the entire bottom wick just to be safe. We don't know how high it's going to go, but let's just assume it's going to go to the highs for now until it doesn't. And then we got into this trade. Our first take profit would have been the previous structure, so maybe around here. Next take profit Well, we could just let it run, actually.
I want to talk about is maybe you the 15-minute structure, right? And I use 1 minute, but when the minor structure created, that means 15-minute job created. It's easier to hold longer because this move now make me scared.
You can trust it. Yeah, you can trust it when you see it on the entries on the 15-minute.
Yeah. And
okay, so our first take profit here.
If I entry I can hold all the way up, but yeah, I expect it run higher, but yeah, one lead pullback scare me, and I got out. Yeah, that's the problem with entry too early.
And even here, if you look, it reacted off the supply again.
Yeah,
it looks like it's going to reverse.
yeah,
but I remember it goes back up.
Yeah, true.
It goes back up. So it broke the supply, and now we're here. So for me, this is end of the week, so we're done with our backtesting session. We don't know how high this is going to go, but for now we can say it's profitable. We took a loss. Let me just do a quick calculation on how we did. So we missed this first entry. That's too bad. The second entry, why is this off? So this one, let's just say, so we take our 2R. We take a 2R automatically, and that one's 50%. And then our, do we take profits? Yeah, our take profits here. So entries here are these here. So what is that? That is 3.42. So 3.42, 3.42 times 25%, so 0.855. Just say this one's 1R because of our 50%. And then what else? And then the final. So the final one is 7%. So that's 12 times 12.5. So 875. 875 R. So not so much actually. 1 plus 0.855 plus 875 is 273.
Yeah, this is the one pair, and you can choose 3 or 4 pairs better. 50 minutes, right?
Yeah, but if you think about it, 2.73 isn't that bad. I mean, if you're doing a 1R, and you can on the 15-minute.
Yeah, because 50-minute structure is a little bit messy, and yeah, you could literally trade 5 pair because you wait very carefully like this. You don't need to advertise. With the 1 minute structure, I think I can only trade to GU and EU. I now understand the problem with GU because you see this week I was fucked because, but I was not fucked by EU. I mostly win EU. The problem is GU. GU make me a big loss there. EU never did that to me because GU move very aggressively, and I had a tendency to chase GU. because I didn't know how to treat GU differently with EU.
Okay, so that one's this one. This one's over here. We started over here. So this one, let me just redo this one. So entry is here. Stop loss is around here. First take profit is here. So
Actually, I think in the live trade, in live trade, in live market, you can have less loss because you can trail the stop loss into the 1 minute low or high.
yeah.
You don't have to set the full -1. That's better.
So 1.482 on this one, 1.4848R, and then this one, the target for this one is 9.33. So 9.33 times 12.5, 1.167, 1.17, and what's that one? So 1 plus 1.48 plus 1.17, 3.65. 3.65 R.
Yeah,
Not so bad.
yeah.
This one, delete this one. So this one, we for sure got our 1R. We took a take profit. We took 2 take profits on this one. So our first take profit is here. So 2.26 times 0.25, 5.7. And the second one is the same as the take profit. Ah, fuck. Did I calculate that? Yeah, I calculated it. So same as take profit. So that's 3.68. So what's left on that trade? 3.68 times 0.5 should be, I'm not calculating it right because there's one problem. We don't get the remaining value properly. Anyways, let's just go with that. I'll figure it out after.
Yeah.
I don't want to keep you too much longer. Let's just finish this. So 1 plus 0.57 plus 46, 2.03. I think it was 5.8. Anyways. And then what else did we have? We had this one, but we didn't enter. This one we missed. This one -1. And this one technically still ongoing for now.
I will see the 15 minutes drop at even it not have the swing high yet.
But actually, we would have closed it anyways because it's a weekend.
Yeah.
So let's just say we closed it at the take profit.
Always trying to draw the high time frame before, and if the news time into the high time frame and has a 50-minute chop, even not the swing US, that's the trend. I swear to God, the times you win much more than the time you lose. 50-minute chart is very strong at higher time frame.
It was 3.44 times 5. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem because I'm not calculating it correctly. So this one, I say, okay, hit the take profit. So I only say 25%, but it's actually 50% of what's left. So I need to redo all the calculations because I'm missing like half of what's left. 1.72. So this is 2.72.
I think you should recalculate about what percent should partial with this new style of entry because I think 50% partial is a little bit little. I think we should partial like 80% to be safe. I think.
But you see, we already take like 50% here at 2R. We automatically take 50% at 2R, and then we take a quarter at the TP.
Yeah.
So same here. We where's our TP? Our TP is the same as our target. So no. Here. Shit, I missed this. Why do I have two TPs here? I think this is wrong.
It's a fair reaction, not TP. Maybe you should.
I think it's like a break of structure. So this was our TP. So we had one TP and then the target. So this one's probably accurate, but this one, I'm not sure it is. But anyways, regardless, even with those trades, we missed a big one. If we would have got this one, this would have made a bigger difference. But even then, we have 3.65, 2.73, 2.03, minus 1, 2.72, 10.13R. We passed the FTMO.
Yeah, true. Maybe this week Price Watch will have a new video, and if ST if you upload this the new video this week on, please tell me so I can come and watch it. Because
did you see the Telegram group?
Telegram group what?
The Telegram group.
What? Who?
Telegram. Just 1 second. Let me finish. I'm just because I'm recording. I don't want to show that in the recording. But anyways, overall, so one short that we changed our take profit, but ultimately 3.65. Second one, same thing. It was a scale in 2.73R. The last one, we moved our take profit, but in the end, we got a total of 2R. And keep in mind, these are very wide stop losses. The next one, we missed our entry. So nothing we can do about that one. But this one was news anyways, so we wouldn't have tried to enter this one anyways. This one sucked. This one was a fucking awesome trade. We could have got in on a flip right here. If you look, there was probably a flip right there.
No, I remember it doesn't have anything because I was looking to and it didn't give me anything.
But we could have gone on the flip right here.
Yeah,
we could have gotten right here. Even with a sell stop with a wide stop loss. I mean, we could have entered.
Yeah, so it could have.
Technically, this could have been an entry, but we were waiting for as a pullback. But on the 5 minute, it's quite clear. The demand is creating a flip zone.
You should stop order because you are in on 15 minutes now, and stop order is good. I can say.
Yeah, on the 15 minute, we would have played it normally. We would have waited for a pullback with a limit to get in. But on the 5 minute, we could have done a stop loss because we could see the demand was holding. It didn't look like it was going to push back.
Yeah, especially when the potential is good enough. it's
Yeah, but we didn't know at the time. We didn't know that it was going to make this huge. We had no idea.
Yeah.
So this one, let's just say we missed that. We had one loss here because we saw the chalk here. It didn't play out. It came down lower, took us out. The last one, we moved to a 5 minute and saw the chalk on a 5 minute and took this one up. And
you can see the loss on. Yeah. It looked like a chalk, but you should wait for. Yeah. Let's check my screen. Yeah, it's like the chalk should be like this. Yeah, right. It should be like this, and that's not. It's not the chalk. It's just yeah.
On the 5 minute, it's a chalk. On the 5 minutes, it's a chalk because you can clearly see that it's broken structure to the downside right here, and then it's broken the structure to the upside that was created right here. So this is a clear chalk. And the thing about this is a very strong demand zone, so it makes sense.
Not this trade, the loss on the left. The loss on the left. Yeah.
The loss.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's not the chalk because it's not the. You didn't make the proper pullback. Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, it's the chalk.
Yeah, but what we said for this one is it's not a clean one.
Yeah.
But it created a lower low here, broke that. Whoops, sorry. Broke. So broke the high here, right?
Yeah.
So this right here is a chalk. The only thing is we weren't in a demand zone.
Yeah.
That's a problem. We weren't in a demand zone. And then when it broke, we got in on the pullback, sorry. And then instead of going up, it just fucking plummeted down and took us out. But if we would have saw that this was in a demand zone, it could have saved us. Because there was nothing over here except for imbalance, remember?
Yeah.
There's only imbalance over here, so potentially this wasn't a clean entry because we didn't have a proper feel.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think I will go out right now. I'm too hungry. My hand.
No, that's fine. But we're done. I just want to quickly summarize. So in the end, this one we got out because it was a weekend anyways. We can't hold traders on the weekend. But overall, with one loss and a 10.73 R on 1%, and since we're doing 15 minutes, it's probably better we go to 1% or 0.5 anyways. If we went to 1%, our FTMO's done. If we went to 0.5%, we're halfway done.
Yeah.
So it's very safe to trade this way compared to trying to catch every trade on the 1 minute because that's where I keep on getting burned.
Yeah. I think 1 minute you need more time. It's just get it on 15 minutes first. It's better.
And if we got this one, shit, just think if we got this one would have been a huge one.
Yeah.
This one, because our bias is to the downside, we didn't even need to take profits.
Yeah.
Because we were expecting it to come down and potentially make new lows anyways. So we could have got our 1 to 2 R and then let the rest run.
Yeah.
And then got out like way over here or here. I mean, either one would have been fine, but this one would have been good enough.
That's 15 minute can. Sure.
That's like 9.13, so half of that is 4.57.
Yeah.
That's 4.57 plus 1 R, 5.57, so 15 plus R total if we would have got this one as well.
Yeah.
So all in all, it's good, right? The 15 minute, it's so much safer. You don't have as many trades. You just set the alerts. And you know how I set I create let me show you. I create on some of these zones. Let me just do it really quick. I use the parallel channel when I create the zones. Not all of them, but some of them. Let me just do it on this one as example. And the great thing about using parallel zones as well as the rectangles is you can just add an alert so easy. So every time it goes to the parallel channel, the top or the bottom, an alert goes off.
Yeah.
So it's really nice for alerts. So I can do that now. Now that I'm trading primarily the 15 minutes, I can just set my alerts and I don't even have to watch the screen anymore.
True.
Okay, well, anyways, that wraps it up. I'm going to stop the recording because I was recording this.
Yeah.